But the thing was, everyone knows that there's more than 11 museums downtown, 4 or more performing arts centers, et cetera, and all the philanthropists are aging out. The founding fathers are dying, and everyone's competing for the same dollars. So the only real answer to keeping all the nonprofits alive and sustaining them is to get more visitors to our area, more bodies through the door, more people moving here, etc. So that's why we were kind of considered ourselves an arts and culture organization with like one arm in economic development.
That's cool. So that was just a few minutes from what was actually a multi-hour conversation I had with Amy Miller, who's the new president of the Bill Edwards Foundation for the Arts. She's going to do great things there and be very transformative. Got to meet with Joe Santiago, who runs the Mahaffey last week, and Amy as well was there. So we're looking at some pretty cool potential partnerships with them, both with the St. Petersburg Group and with the Catalyst, and both with Mahaffey and the Bill Edwards Foundation for the Arts. Hopefully I have some stuff I can share on that in the next coming weeks. Also had a cool meeting with Irv and Kira around Social Venture Partners. And what we dug into was how Social Venture Partners is an organization that's in about 30 cities, and they take senior executives, senior business folks, a lot of them are retired or semi-retired, and the point is to bring that acumen, that business acumen into the nonprofit community and help them be better, help organizations build their capacity. And data is really important, and we've seen some great data leadership from Unite Pinellas and the Foundation for Health of St. Petersburg, and they dig into the sociological elements of it. And we'd like to complement that by digging into some of the operational elements, looking at a lot of grants. What you find is with a lot of nonprofits, they get sort of tied because the grants are so specific that they have to go to this program that they don't leave any money really for general operations, and so understanding that a good support and a good infrastructure of a business is necessary to make the programs reach their full potential, and understanding how the restrictions and grants can inhibit that, I think will be interesting. And then just generally looking at the actual business operations capacity that a lot of nonprofits have, and what might be a good initiative to help them and improve that, and sort of patch any holes that they may have. If a lot of nonprofits are having the same struggles, then bringing a solution to all of them would be a worthy effort. So that's the general direction that I think Social Venture Partners is going to go in the near future, and I think it's fantastic, and it will be really a great engagement opportunity for our partners. Also, figured out a few tricks with the video yesterday. Obviously, didn't realize that Instagram sort of cuts off things. You don't get the full widescreen, which means you end up having a pretty large head, and so zoomed out a little today, and also turned off the refrigerator. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of with the clips that we're adding in from during the day, and those couple of changes. Hey, we're already improving from day 1 to day 2. Tomorrow, which will be the 5th, Ron Wheeler, CEO of Sembler, is going to be coming in. I'm really excited to spend some time with him. We struck a partnership with Pitch Madness, which is a bracket-style pitch competition where startups compete one-on-one with each other, and then one wins and moves on. Seed Funders supported that at Synapse last year. We gave a $5,000 investment to the winner, which was a company that did Segway type tours out of Miami. Synapse Orlando is coming up, and again, Seed Funders is going to bring that $5,000 prize to the winner of Pitch Madness, and then also a couple of pitch list entries. And so Tyler Kelly's flying in today to do a startup report, which we'll have out in the next week or two. And then finishing on the Pitch Madness, we'll roll into Miami and then come back to Synapse for their finals next year. And what's also interesting about that is we're talking and we're intending to film those, the standard filming that's coming throughout at the event, but we're also going to add some B-rolls and do some interviews and some behind-the-scenes stuff. And that might be one of our first forays into a docu-series where we actually chronicle it and do a show out of it, maybe a 4 or 6 part series on this competition leading up to the winner being crowned at Synapse in Tampa next year. So I'm gonna try to keep these short again. Have a pretty big day tomorrow, which I'll report back on. A couple other things coming up this Friday. We have the Tampa Bay Tech Digital Summit, and I've got a talk that I've submitted that will be aired from 11:40 to 12. It's 20 minutes, and it digs into what the purpose of the Catalyst is, how we're trying to find that space that The old school news isn't working. It got sort of usurped by social media, but there are elements of social media that can't give you what the news can give you. And so I kind of explore that and dig into that, and how we're trying to find that sort of blue ocean space between those two worlds to serve the local community. And that that summit is free. It's put on by Tampa Bay Tech. If you head to their website, there's 12 speakers submitting their content. It starts in the morning and runs till about noon. And then Friday night I'll be at the Digital First Friday, which is at the Rising Tide Innovation Center, put on by iSocrates. Sue Goodman and I will be on a 2-person panel with Mark Lombardi Nelson moderating. I think networking starts at 5:30. There's food and drink, and then I think our shindig starts at 6:30. Jake will be there filming that, and we'll bring you the highlights from that in a future edition. So with that, we'll thank you again for tolerating the big head yesterday, and we'll continue to improve these videos. And thanks for being patient and following along.